Raven's Peak Lighthouse stood sentinel against the unforgiving coast, a steadfast guardian in the face of nature's fury, a solitary beacon of hope against the churning black waves, its light a symbol of resilience and unwavering strength, its beam sliced through the relentless ocean fog, a lifeline for sailors navigating treacherous waters, guiding them safely to shore. For generations the lighthouse had stood firm, a testament to man's struggle against the relentless power of the sea, a symbol of endurance. The locals whispered tales of the lighthouse, stories passed down through generations, each tale more haunting than the last. Tales of shipwrecks, of lost souls, of a darkness that clung to the rocks below, a darkness that seemed almost alive. But the lighthouse keepers, hardened by solitude and the ever-present danger, paid no heed to the whispers and shadows. They knew their duty was to keep the light burning no matter the cost, for the safety of those at sea depended on it. Elias Thompson, a man of quiet strength and unwavering dedication, had answered the call of the sea. He became the latest keeper of Raven's Peak Lighthouse. He embraced the solitude, finding solace in the rhythmic crashing of waves and the mournful cry of gulls. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Elias meticulously maintained the lantern, its brilliant light his constant companion. He kept a detailed logbook, recording weather patterns, ship sightings, and his own thoughts. He was alone, yet he felt a sense of purpose, a connection to something larger than himself. One evening, a thick fog rolled in, blanketing the lighthouse in an unnatural silence. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy. Elias felt a prickle on the back of his neck, a sense of being watched. He dismissed it as fatigue, the solitude playing tricks on his mind. But as the night wore on, the strange occurrences intensified. He heard whispers in the wind, faint snatches of voices carried on the breeze. Shadows danced at the edge of his vision, vanishing when he turned to face them. A cold dread began to creep into his heart, a feeling that something was deeply wrong. Seeking solace from the unsettling events, Elias retreated to the lighthouse's small library. He discovered a hidden compartment behind a shelf containing a leather-bound logbook. Its pages were brittle with age, the ink faded but still legible. It was the diary of Keeper James, his predecessor from decades past. James's entries started out ordinary, filled with the mundane details of lighthouse life. But as Elias delved deeper, a sense of unease washed over him. James's writing grew frantic, his words filled with a growing terror. He wrote of strange occurrences, of whispers in the night, of a shadowy figure that haunted his dreams. Driven by a mixture of curiosity and dread, Elias followed clues left by James. Each step he took echoed through the dark, narrow corridor, heightening his sense of unease. He discovered a hidden room beneath the lighthouse, concealed behind a false wall. The entrance was cleverly hidden, almost as if it was meant to be forgotten. The air within was stale and cold, thick with the scent of decay. It felt as though time had stood still in this forsaken place. Ancient artifacts lay scattered across the floor, strange totems, weathered scrolls, and relics from a bygone era. A collection of obsidian stones was arranged in a circular pattern, their dark surfaces glinting ominously in the dim light. James's logbook described the room, detailing how he had stumbled upon it while exploring the island. The entries were filled with his growing obsession. He wrote of the artifacts, of their strange power, and the inexplicable energy they seemed to radiate. Whispers seemed to emanate from them, filling the room with an eerie, ghostly ambiance that sent shivers down Elias's spine. His words hinted at a dark secret, a malevolent entity that was somehow bound to the lighthouse itself. The storm clouds gathering outside mirrored the turmoil within. Elias realized with a growing sense of horror that James had been slowly consumed by the darkness he had unearthed. The artifacts, the rituals described in the scrolls, they were not meant for human eyes. These ancient texts held secrets that were better left buried. But James had unwittingly opened a door to something ancient and evil, something that now haunted the halls of Raven's Peak Lighthouse. The once peaceful place was now a den of shadows. He tried to dismiss it as the ramblings of a madman, but deep down he knew the truth. The darkness was real, and it was spreading. The whispers, the shadows, the oppressive atmosphere of the lighthouse, it was all too much to ignore. It all pointed to a terrifying reality. The air was thick with dread. The entity James had awakened was real, and it was growing stronger with each passing day. Its presence was undeniable and it seemed to feed on their fear, becoming more powerful as the days went by.